everyone, welcome back to my channel. So firstly, I realized I didn't upload last week. However, I do have good reason. I filmed, I think, 2 videos last week and I just didn't really like them. I wasn't feeling them. Like, they didn't feel like quality that I wanted to upload to my channel. So I decided to just not upload them at all because I would rather not upload than be uploading something that's not very good. And I also had a lot of exams last week, so I just didn't upload. But I'm back this week with a video that I will hopefully like. I mean, editing Annalise is gonna make that final call. But in today's video, I know the title says things that I hate or something along those lines, but I don't hate anything. It's just things that I dislike, but things that I dislike does not make a good title. The final disclaimer of this video is that this is not directed at anyone. This is no shade. This is just literally things that over time I've thought like, damn, that really bugs me. And it's just my opinion. That's what my channel is. I'm just this girl that like posts her opinions and stuff. So just like, it's okay. Please don't get too mad. Okay, so I have my list, so let's get started. The first thing is eyeshadow fallout. You know when your eyes are like going really well and then you look down and you have all eyeshadow underneath your eye and then like you've already done your makeup. So you try and get rid of it and then it just goes into a smudge. And like, oh my god, I just can't deal with it. It actually drives me insane. I just, oh my god. Or when like you're swirling around the palette and you're getting up the colors and the fallout goes everywhere and it ends up all over your clothes and stuff. And I'm like, I only wanted eyeshadow on my eyes, not all over my clothes. Honestly, that's like the reason that I don't wear eyeshadow. Like you guys may or may not have noticed, I literally never wear eyeshadow just because it's like, oh, it's too annoying. It's more work than it even looks that great. For me, on me. On other people it looks amazing, but on me, not so much. In relation to makeup and eyeshadow, so you know those little eyeshadow sponges that come with, like when you get a new eyeshadow palette? They annoy the lot out of me. I don't know what I was gonna say there. They really bug me because what is that gonna do? That is not gonna help anything. You like get the product on it and then it just like sinks it in and nothing even goes on your eyes. Like honestly, we just save them money if they didn't give out anything, or maybe if they put in a few extra cents to get like an actual brush that works, like, you know? Next, there are certain types of people that I do not like. But I cannot stand people who do not share the footpath. Like, I do not understand why. The footpath is a certain like length. The footpath is a certain length. So when someone is walking this way and someone's walking that way, you like move over a little and you share it. I do not like when some people think that I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know if they think they're entitled. Maybe they've got a lot on their mind and they're just not even thinking. I understand that, we all have bad days. But if you are someone that is constantly just walking down the center of the footpath and pushing me or others onto the grass, like, come on, what are you doing? Like really, you can just share. Come on man, like just share the footpath. Oh my god, another thing that I do not like at all is adult coloring books. Well no, not adult coloring in books. Adult coloring in books are fine, like cool, do whatever you want in your spare time, I don't care. Some people crochet, some people watch movies, some people color in, that's cool, like I don't mind about that. But I don't like when people, I remember this instance specifically. I was with my friend and her mom had an adult coloring book and I don't even know why I said this. I was like, oh, is that one of those adult coloring in books? That's cool. And then she was like, no, it's just like this decorative design. And I was like, what? And she's like, it's this decorative design book that you fill in. And I was like, so it's an adult coloring in book? She goes, no, it's much more sophisticated than that. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. Like, I don't like when people deny that it's just a coloring in book. Like that, you are literally coloring in lines. It's a coloring in book. I just don't understand why y'all gotta deny it. It is a coloring in book. You're coloring in. Just admits it. It admits it. Updates. Just in general, I do not like wait, am I recording? Just in updates in general on my phone, I do not like. I don't like updates for my phone when my phone has to update because, look, I am a very, I don't know how to say this without sounding like hella white girl. Look, I am addicted to my phone. My phone is my baby and we go through a lot together. So when it has to turn off for about an hour to do an update, and yes, I know not everyone's updates take an hour, but my phone is special and it likes to take an hour to do an update. I do not like it, especially when I finally turn on my phone and it's all this stuff that I don't want. Like, man. And updates on apps annoy me, like when apps go from being free to now you have to pay. Like, no, please. I liked your app when it was free, but I'm not gonna pay $2 for an app when for $2 I can get a hamburger. Like, I'm not doing that. And continuing on with apps that I do not like is those stinking annoying apps on my phone that I cannot delete. For example, Health, Stocks, Wallets, iBook, Find Friends, Tips, Compass. I don't use any of these. I do not use and never have used and never will use any of these apps. So I was extremely excited when I found out there was a new update coming out which is going to let me delete these apps because my friend's forever going on that it has no storage. I'm like, well, delete Apple Watch app. I don't have an Apple Watch. Delete it. Delete it. Another thing I dislike is I love to sing, okay? I'm not a good singer, but I enjoy singing. When a song comes into my head, I have a certain amount of confidence that like I will just sing it out loud. Even though I'm a bad singer, I'll just sing it anyway. But what annoys me is when a song comes into my head and someone thinks it's okay to do a duet with me. Like, no, this is not a duet. We are not Beyonce and Nicki. I'm just Nicki. Beyonce is back on her Formation tour. You can stay on your Formation tour, but I'm just gonna stay here and sing my Nicki Minaj song without you. Is that okay? I always try and give the subtle hint when someone joins in singing with me where I like, because I don't want to come across as rude to them. So when they start singing with me, I like stop singing. But then they do it again later. I'm like, can you not take the hint? I don't want to sing with you. I just want to sing by myself. I know I'm a bad singer. You don't have to tell me. But I am a better bad singer when it's just me and not you. The second last thing that I dislike are overpriced clothing items. I understand that everyone has to make a living somehow. Everyone has their jobs. And so to make a garment costs a certain amount of money. Right? I totally understand that. I understand pricing it more than what you pay, than what they did it for, because like, you know, that probably didn't make sense. But for example, beats are like, they cost something like $16 or $12 to make. If that's wrong, it'll be on the screen here, how much they actually cost to make. And then they sell for like $160 or whatever, how much they sell for. I understand that is a big difference in price, but at the same time, they've had to pay a lot of workers and they've had to buy the products and all that, and they have to make a profit. So I do understand that. However, what I do not understand is when companies make really bad quality clothing items and then charge an insane amount. I see skirts in the shop that do not have lining on the inside and it's literally just a strip of fabric that you can see through and it is like $45 and I see girls buy it and I'm like, why are you buying that? That is such bad quality. It needs lining, like it's no. Or you see there's like really, mainly in summer, I see a lot of crop tops in the store and they don't put lining on it and then it becomes see-through and they're charging like at least $60 and I just don't understand. Like, it's not worth it. Or there are certain shops where they sell like all different types of clothing but they're just such bad quality and then they up the prices, whereas the shop next door has reasonable prices and it's good quality clothing. Like, I just don't understand what's the necessity to put out like poor work and then expect to get a lot back, because that's not gonna happen. You need to put in quality to get back quality. That's how the world works, fam. And finally, the last thing that I dislike, which I know is going to be a very unpopular opinion and a lot of people will not agree with me, but that's okay because I like to be different. So the final, I'm a little nervous to say this one. The final thing that I dislike are acai bowls. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, then I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. Acai bowls. They are extremely overpriced and they're not even that healthy for you. I don't know. I'm sure someone in the comments will argue with me that they are healthy for you, and that's fine. Everyone's allowed their opinion. Like, in my opinion though, they're not that good for you. Not everywhere. So I fully believe that there are places where you can buy acai bowls from and they are actually good for you. So you just gotta pick through and find those. But a lot of places, because when you mix all that stuff together, it doesn't taste that great, so they add in a lot of sugar, that way it tastes good. And so you really gotta be careful when you think you're being healthy and it's actually not. And it is overpriced. Like, you will be paying $15 for a bowl of fruit. Like, it's a fruit salad. So just be aware of that. So that's all for my video this week. I hope that you enjoyed it, even though it's a little bit ranty. I'm just some girl on the internet expressing her opinions on things, so do not take it personally. This was in no way directed at anyone. It's just stuff that I've noticed throughout my life that I dislike. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up because that really lets me know that you do enjoy it. And I'm going to continue to fill out things that annoy me on my phone, and once the list gets big again, I'm gonna make a part 2 of this. So if you are interested to see part 2, then press that subscribe button. That way you get a notification when I upload my other videos or when I upload part 2. I normally upload every single Friday, however, I am in year 12, so school does get stressful and chaotic at times, so it might not be every single Friday, but most Fridays I'll be uploading. I have all of my social media in the down bar below if you're interested in following me on, what do I have, Instagram, Twitter, or Pinterest. I don't have a Facebook or a Snapchat yet, but maybe one day in the future. And that's all for this week's video, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! So whenever he does want to see me, it's pretty good.